Good evening, everyone. Switch down player, and yeah, it's actually Friday again, and well, Friday, and it's always a good thing too. If I sound a little bit off or something like that, it's just it's just that I'm still tired. I just actually took a nap shortly after dinner time, so yeah, I'm a bit still a little tired afterwards, but yeah, but I don't worry to sleep too long. Today actually have been a pretty long and busy day, but yeah, what else to do? Hmm. Well, I'm just waiting for some of my friends to show up so we can do some Hangman. Well, who knows who will show up? I also learned something yesterday. Um, that Hasbro had decided to pull the plug in a My Little Pony Tail Your Tail series that's on YouTube. When I learned that Hasbro decided to pull the plug for Tail Your Tail series, even though the series is in its second season, and and that series was actually planned for to have 4 special episodes, 4 22 minutes long special episodes that was planned for. The second one was supposed to be in sometimes in August, but hasn't been released yet. And the third to be released in October, the fourth sometimes in November. Well, I am afraid that's not happening anymore, which is a big, big bummer. I was really surprised of that none of the MLP series, at least G5 might even work anymore. I was like, what? And I wasn't even aware of this until like my friend Lane told me about this. I was mind blown. In fact, ever since Make You Mark ended about a year ago or so, it did, Hasbro decided to keep doing this series, the G5, with Telltale series. I'm like, what? Seriously? I was really mind blown. I mean, considering how, I mean, he didn't tell me much info about the end of all what's gonna happen next. So I looked it up, and it's really one of the most absolute devastating. I don't know in fact why how Telltale series has been has been kind of a different way how the series continued acting. So I just want to really to continue with the G5 casino series. I mean, Telltale is already in the second season, and Hasbro pulled the plug in the whole freaking series, which now means My Little Pony G5 is ending. I was really surprised of any of that, and especially even months ago that Hasbro had decided to make at least 4 long special episode for Telltale season 5, season 2. First one was in March, well, actually in April. Second was supposed to be in August, but hasn't been released yet due to some unknown reasons. But man, Cody Lane, my friend, told me about this whole freaking mind blowing thing. Hasbro pulled the plug. They decided to end G5 just before all this. I was really surprised of how G5 just ended. I don't even understand why. And those 4 special episodes, I'm afraid I have to say, it's only really only the second one is gonna be released. The 2 others that's supposed to be in October and November is not happening anymore. So Hasbro really had to pull something really good to make the season 2 of Tale of the G5 to really conclusion. I mean, what if they decide to just end the whole freaking thing without actually giving us the many correct answers of some of the 9 things or the many things that many have wondered about? Like, what will happen to Allura, the flying snow leopard? She doesn't want to stay in the Questia anymore. She wants to go back to Starlight Ridge. I was merely were stunned that Hasbro decided to just end G5. And get this, they were actually planned, listen, a Mexican company was planning to do a song called Ponyverse, which that both the Mega Mix were both G5 and G4 and possibly G5 characters mix in all together. But it turned out it was not happening at all because that were eventually cancelled. But according to this, what I found out about this, um, an MLP marketing video published by the Mexican company Panaderia Licensing claims that in 2025, the MLP brand will be rebooted with a Ponyverse show featuring our most iconic characters, possibly both G5 and G4. It was intended to replace Telltale as the main show and by next year. However, it was likely cancelled as Hasbro plans for something different. So, I don't know. What will this happen to? So, what does this even mean? Well, it's just that it's really difficult to say exactly. I mean, it can mean that G5 will actually entirely be being replaced with G6 or something completely different. I mean, even when this happens, it will eventually. I mean, unless we know for a fact there's only a few episodes left of entire season 2, I think it's about a total of excuse here. It's only about here we go. It's all far when it comes to season 2. It's about is that there currently they have released one, and there are 2 more that hasn't been revealed yet. So Hasbro decided to just pull the plug on G5, and it was I really have no idea what's gonna give us that. I mean, what if this just end the whole series without giving much conclusive answers on some things like what about Allura, the flying leopard? Will she ever be able to return back the Starlight Rich? And what about her brother? We know the fact there are no answers. If this happened, the show will be ended with a cliffhanger. Which many things that. What about the cliffhanger? Well, that's a problem. Sometimes the cliffhanger can be a pretty bad ending for a whole show. At least G4 ended in at least a good way. What about G5? Well, I don't even know. There are at least a handful of episodes left on that entire series, but until then, I really have no freaking clue. I was only informed about this decision only about a day ago. So how does it even affect the rest of the fandom? Like the main question is, will it be a G6? And if it's gonna be a G6, will it actually even be, you know, a whole different universe? Like no more of Equestria. I don't even know for anymore. So other than who knows? I hope to have the Maple. I hope to be able to find get some more information about G5's ending and all that. It's just really disappointing of how all this happening. But things as it is. So game guy,
Yeah, I'm here.
really? Whatever my name.
I don't get nearly as much space.
No. Apparently not.
I think it has to do with the weird spotlight circle thing around me.
Hmm. Let's see. Try now though.
Give me a second. Yeah, what's the circle? That's weird.
Yep, it is. So how you doing though?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Same. A little bit still tired after even my nap. Even though I was up planning for just sleep, but it just happened. Long day. Went to work. Well, actually, not work itself, but we were just having a meeting with a different group of people we work together along with. It's not saying any particular important meeting or anything like that. So afterwards, I went back to work, hoping to buy some maybe a I don't know a Coke, but no one was in the kitchen there or in the cafeteria. So even my boss slash supervisor, she couldn't even open it. Even though she didn't have a key, but she didn't have that particular key to open it. The kitchen, well, she didn't know if there were. She did look around for some Coke or something like that, but she couldn't find any. So I had to go home. This was around early noon. Got home, didn't do much. Well, ate a pizza. Well, apparently we ordered pizza yesterday. I had a pizza with chicken and pineapple. It was pretty good. Apparently, it was American pizza though. because the bottom of this the crust was way thicker than your normal pizza would like. So after that, I just watched some TV and I didn't do much. Uh, what else did I do? Well, it was in like until like I think around between 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Me and my dad we actually left. Took went to my grandparents' graves, put some flowers and all that. So yeah, it was pretty much that. And got home, dinner, nap, and this in that particular order. So yeah, but what is your opinion about the that J5 is gonna just end?
I mean, it's definitely silly. Like,
Yeah,
why they even ended it in the first place? It hasn't even been around for that long.
exactly.
But
I mean, I
I mean, to
mean,
be fair, I mean,
even
I think I know the reason. It's because it's like G5 isn't nearly as popular as G4 is, and it's like, why continue it
yeah,
if
that makes
people aren't
sense.
interested in whatever? But like, they still had the YouTube series and the Netflix series and whatever. So it's like, obviously they were. So it's like, dude, why don't you give us more? See how it goes, and if it doesn't work out,
Exactly.
then you go to G6
I mean,
as
even
your
though that
plan B.
yeah, and even as the 3D computer making mark, it has its debut on Netflix in 2022, and in the last chapter, chapter 6, um, uh, here we go, Secrets of Starlight, which was the last of the. It's it ended in 2023, so less than a year. And then, even though they actually had a Telltale shortly around the same time, and it will end this particular year, sometime in October, I believe. And even months ago, they actually were working on. They were actually posted. There's gonna be 4 episodes that's gonna be 22 minutes long of Telltale. The first was supposed to be in March, but ended up being a bit later in April. Second one was supposed to be released on August 22nd. It happened for some unknown reason. And only about yesterday when Cole Lane, even before even he told me, I was clueless. I mean, I was not even aware of any of this. Excuse me. I didn't know any of this. And especially this special ones. And I mean, according to this, what I read, in a marketing video that was published by a Mexican company called Panaderia Licensing, claimed that in 2025, a brand of the whole brand will be rebooted with the Ponyverse, which are the most iconic characters, possibly both G4 and G5, and was intended to replace this whole as a main series. But somehow it was likely cancelled as Hasbro plans for something else. And what something else, I have no idea what that is and even is. In fact, considering that G5 has even been around for less than a year, I mean, the first Mickey special was actually released in 2020 to 20 in 2021, and this next Mickey Mark series was released only about a year later. So the whole G5 has only been around for less than 4 to 5 years, and now it's gonna end. And what's next? Normally, as the first one, the first previous ones, Like in G4, when that ended in 2019, Hasbro announced there's going to be G5, naturally. So, when that happened, now G5 is ending. It's just only natural it's going to be at like what, G6? But even though there are still a lot of question marks about this whole idea, like especially when that the four special episodes that are supposed to be released, only two of them, or actually only one of them, have been, and the second one is still being just been waiting to be released. And of course, the number of other still episodes that are left to being done. I mean, it is really unsurprised of how many of this actually happened. I mean, there are still answers that many may wonder about some things that's going to happen. Like, many fans had probably looked forward to see Spike back again after he made his only return in Make Mark, and that he will had hoped that he could return back in Telltale, but that didn't happen. And of course, who can forget Allura, the flying snow leopard who became the new main villain back at the end of the Making Mark series. Even the fact that she had only appeared in a few times in the Telltale series, if the series ends just like that, the main question is about her. Like, what happens to her? She wants to go back to Starlight Ridge because she doesn't handle the warm temperature well enough. And her main goal was to find this Nova charm, but apparently, at the first special episode with the Telltale, that thing broke into pieces, and now they're powering this old amusement park. So without the Nova charm, she can't go back home unless that they were another way. So if this whole series just ends like that, it will end not giving much answers like what will happen to her and what will happen to some of the main characters. Like there will still be a lot of unanswered questions. There's like what happened to her mother? No, we know for a fact she did appear for the once episode, but then what? She left for to find something that could potentially bring back the magic. That left leave us unanswered question: what happened to her? We know her dad is dead, but her mom, is she dead or not? We don't know. That will leave us an unanswered question. And will some of the main six, the new main six, end up dating someone? That also is a main question that hadn't been answered. I'm really surprised of how this all happened. But yeah, it is just really crazy on all that. But what can you do? I mean, I don't think there's much anyone actually can do, considering how many. I mean, sure, you can probably gather enough fans, maybe thousands of fans, to sign a petition to send over to Hasbro to turn to show how many fans are very very hardcore fans dedicated to continue the whole freaking series as it is, or at least given a better answer, or at least maybe some a better ending. But even if the G5 will actually end, will the series even continue as in the comics? Who knows? There are still some answers that may not even actually never be given to that. Like, it's just I have no freaking clue. G5 had only got us some answers, like what happened sometime after G4 ended. Well, it gave us some explanations how the magic was just gone and what happened and all that. And eventually, as we get this whole series continue from making mark to tale, it provided us with some more answers. Like there were still some questions like what happened to some of the other creatures in the world, like dragons? Like what happened to Spike? It's only natural what happened to all the main six will pass away by old age or something else. That's only natural. But with other characters like Spike, it's only making makes sense that dragons live much longer than the planet kind does. But even if Spike hadn't even been in that hibernation, the magical one, it's only natural that he would have been still been alive even up without it. So it is not having any answers that what happened to Spike and the other dragons, but there only one other question also rose about the dragons. How is it possible for some of the dragons had a cutie mark? In fact, even though that Spike is not as a full-grown dragon, didn't even have a cutie mark. Well, the younger ones had. What gives about that? They never asked. There was not much an answer on that. And how to how was Sparky? How did he end up in Equestria in the first place? I mean, it's like okay, I understand that there are multiple reasons how his egg somehow end up in Equestria, but there are some other questions that may never be answered. It just I really had hope for maybe some more answers to at least more adventures and all that, but nope, nope, not at all. Which is in my opinion, bullshit. I can understand. I understand it's only normal for certain TV shows for to eventually to end. I mean, we all know when G4 was announced going to end, the being replaced by a new one, there was a lot of mixed feelings. I mean, that is a very seriously, without a doubt, a normal reaction. But it's really one of one of the worst feelings, seeing that how the very successful, a very promising show for nearly a decade on its back, just suddenly out of blue ending. And it's natural understanding that many fans are having a mixed feeling when it comes to the next generation. But despite that, G5 brought even a lot of positive. I mean, many fans loved G5 when it started, even before all this. And despite that, G5 was not even didn't even last long enough. I mean, G4 lasted for nearly 10 years. G5, not even half the way through the time. I would actually expect at least that G5 would last maybe as close to 10 years or so. But nope, not at all. So they're assuming that if the other, if either the G6 or is it something else. As I said, that Hasbro, like I said, however, was likely cancelled as Hasbro's plans for something different. For something different. What does it even mean? Well, I don't know. It could mean a G6 or something else. I have no freaking clue. What else? What is supposed to be happening in this next generation? I mean, considering that G5 was a very good show, but it was not even had enough time compared to G4. And if I say G1 and G2 and G3, some of them didn't even last that long either. Maybe a few, only for a few seasons, but compared to all those, G4 is the longest one for nearly 10 years. I don't even know. So, Hasbro, if you really wanted to do this, make it really worth it. Give us an epic ending. If you really give us a cliffhanger, I will I will be really pissed and disappointing on you. Seriously. For the love of God, even though I don't believe in God, don't give us a frigging cliffhanger. Otherwise, I don't even know what to do. Honestly. Sometimes I wonder what's even gonna happen. Anyways, seems no one else is showing up. Kubo, Malachite are both offline. Lord might not even be here. Code is online, but he is not disturb me, so well, might just be you and me to do this, Hangman. Are you even still there?
I might be.
You want to go first, or
First for the puzzle or first to go the answer?
you have no idea where to put though?
Here, fine, I'll put something. Oh. Oh no. Hmm. Oh. Oh, you're gonna like this. Before we do that, I need a whole fucking Google
Huh.
Doc of Hangman names I like.
A name. I had no idea. A.
There is an A.
Any T's?
There is a T. And I forgot. Who could forget at guy?
Is there any K?
That's funny, but I think I like this a little more. There we go.
Any H?
H?
Yeah.
I was
H.
just making sure. Don't worry about it. Oops. I didn't put that. That didn't happen. You didn't see that.
Hmm.
Why does everyone have to go like a million miles an hour out there? What the fuck?
Any V's? A V?
V? Why no? There is no V, and it's been too long, so you already know what's about to happen. One strikers. Because we just can't have strike with an S. That'd be ridiculous.
Any
I'll
C's?
C is a no. For now, I'm gonna put V and C here. Well, I didn't know that Kath was a VC guy. We'll figure that
Any
out.
S?
S. There is an S. There you go. I'll do put S here. Let's do all that.
Any L?
Yep. There's an L, and I pressed the wrong button. Yes. Bless you. Yes, no,
It is the mask clone, isn't it?
Yep. And you didn't even notice what I've been doing.
Yeah, I have noticed.
I took away the letters from my name. I thought that was pretty. I thought that was genius.
Yeah, that's a whole new way to do it.
And don't worry, you already know. Cathvicals guy. He's on the case. Don't worry about it. Who could forget? Who could forget Cathvicals? Because that's clearly a name. Guy. Oh god, author? I don't know any authors. Author. I gotta think about this for a second.
Well, it's an author that's no longer around.
Ow! Well, first I need the alphabet. Don't press enter. Don't press enter. I'm going to. I know I'm going to. But I don't want to press it because if I press it, then it's going to show up on the private chat. And I don't want that. All right. Now, which letter should I start with? That's the true question. Most of them have R's. I'll go with R. That's T.
One R.
Oh, everyone calm down. That's too useful. Okay, maybe not A. Oh.
You say O? Well, let's see if there's any O's. Only one O. Well, well, we have Kudla Lane showed up. What's up,
I'm
dude?
not gonna be forgiven for this, but I don't care. I'm going with D.
What?
I said D.
Oh,
I am now Rod.
D.
I changed my name, apparently. Because that's just clearly
Only
how that
one
works.
D.
Oh,
Well,
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe. Although I don't remember him having two O's. Unless he has an H at the end. Which I don't remember that being.
Yep, Edgar Allan
Oh,
Poe.
it's with an
Allan
E. I
Poe.
forgot about
Well, Edgar Allan Poe actually is one of the iconic authors in America from the 1800s. Died young. I think it was in his early 30s when he died. And no one knows exactly how he died. I only found him on the street, intoxicated, and they think that he died of poison of some kind. But it was really difficult to find out what type of poison because 1800s didn't have this that technology or at least that know-how to figure out. So yeah, Cody, I actually told the game guy about what you told me yesterday about the G5's land. That was especially as you know those four special episodes that's gonna be released. Well, were gonna be released. Um, the last one, the second one will only be the one that's gonna be released. they actually released one episode yesterday, Attack of the Vending Machine. And like I told Game Guy, this will, if this happened, they will be turn give us a cliffhanger, which I really hate. It will leave on some unanswered questions, like what about Alora? The flying leopard. Will she ever go back to Starlight Ridge? And what happened to Sonny's mother? We know that she left, but is she back or even alive or dead? Don't know. So G5 is gonna end sometimes, as you said, sometime in that the final episode will be in October, because I read there was gonna be at least about total of 28 or 29 episodes of G5 Tale You Tale series. But the last I checked was only about a month ago. It's only two more, and that's it. Even though there were this Mexican company that was uh, saying that they were working on a new some Ponyverse where possibly both G4 and G5 characters will be involved. But that thing was apparently cancelled, and Hasbro have plans for their own. But does it mean that will be a G6? It's only natural if G5 is going to end and not to be replaced by G6. Well, not necessarily. It's not what we're expecting, though. But it's a possibility it might just be a G6. But I really hope, for one thing, it won't be the same thing as they made of Pony Life. Like how characters looks like, how the layout of all that. It was just weird. So I say no. Yeah, like it will give us some unanswered question. Like, I mean, despite that the Hasbro had in mind for more, at least a number of episodes, especially, they even announced months ago that there were going to be four long special episodes. The first one was released in April. The second was supposed to be released in 22nd August, but it didn't happen. And so yeah, it's just not happening. Oh hey, brother status. Yeah, you're doing good. I'm just a little soft nose. Not all this, not the pollen or anything. It's just I don't even know for sure. So yeah, G5 is gonna end. G6? Possibly. When? Well, if I assume maybe from a year from now. Who knows? Well, it's just that happening. And also, Cody had asked me a while back when is my next Q&A video is gonna be released. Well, not until I reach at least close to 8,790 subscribers. I'm actually at the moment, as far as I can tell, around 8,790. So it's getting closer. So I might actually be getting 8,800 about, I don't know, maybe a week or two or sooner. It depends. So again, got you. You have any more, or perhaps if Cody has any Hangman? Yeah, Cody, I agreed. Even I want to see hatred with someone. Even though it might not even be possible, knowing for a fact it might only be two episodes left on the entire Tell You Tale. Ooh, a freaking zombie movie. Uh, I have seen a lot of those, but um, uh, is it the Night of the Living? Is this from like the 70s, 80s? Because that it kind of reminds me of like the Night of the Living. Hmm, yeah, but I go with A. So Velis, how's it been for you for after you were fired and accused of stealing? How did that turn out for you? Last time he told us that he was been accused of stealing from his part-time work and all that. It just wow, really? And in fact, even though he's a high schooler and the majority of the people that work there are adults and
Wait,
college students, it's just and he had been working there for at least a while.
Cody, you're not supposed to answer your own thing. Oh, did he? I didn't hear him. I
Yeah,
wasn't
that
paying
day.
attention. I thought you. I didn't hear him, so I thought you did it on your own. Because I know I didn't say anything. So that's my bad.
The
Jeez.
owners called him back and told me hope I get never another job and I'm a worthless worker. Excuse my French, but what the fuck? Seriously? Holy shit. That's just that's just yeah, that's just great. You know, be glad you don't live in Japan for once when it comes to work. From what I heard, is that if you're signing from one job to go to start working on another one, in America as in Sweden, the process will take is kind of quickly, but in Japan can actually take it takes quite longer. Um, I think the process will take at least a few months, and they will even ask you like, why are you resigning, and why are you want to go and start working at that company? And they will even not request, but almost like a demand that you write a apology letter so that you can telling the whole office where you're working at to at least giving that. But there is actually like 30 companies in Japan that you can apply to for help to make this whole process easier. That's just weird. Game Guy, you're next. But Valis, yeah, even though you're the owner saying that you will never get another job and you're a worthless worker, it's not the truth. Don't even get into that person's mind. Don't make that get to you.
L.
Since it's never the thing that. I mean, for about it is. How about your boss, or the former
Oh
boss,
yeah.
the owner?
Yeah.
I mean, what if that former owner actually had the same process himself when he was in your age? Think about it. Hey, I'm L. L guy. um, I will be with D, a single D, as in dog. Okay, why would he tell you to step outside? I mean, is there any particular reason for that? And I'm a little bit confused. Like, why would he even ask you to step outside and for what? For what? You
Fire him,
know,
probably.
hmm, I don't know. I mean, you could probably telling the owner of that grocery store, just saying, well, if I'm fired and I've been accused of stealing, I mean, the last time he told us that the place didn't had, well, they have security cameras, but they hadn't even been working for a long time, and the owner is just um. I mean, he told
I'm
us
gonna
that
go with L.
those he told us that those cameras aren't working, and that the owner hasn't even bothered much to have them fixed. Can I sue? Ooh, well,
That's
since
a double-edged sword, buddy.
um, I'm not much of, I don't know much about the American law and or the law itself, but um, wait, as a I, the one with that looks like L with a dot on. Um, knowing for a fact, Vallis, that this company or the store you've been working at is not a part of any national wide franchise like Walmart or anything, and this is only like local owned business. I mean, it's you can possibly sue them, but the thing is, I mean, you can only just say to him that you will sue him. I mean, if you do that,
Well, there's
it
only one letter to go with. B.
it might just simply be as not as simple as you may think it is. Even though, like I said, I'm not much knowledgeable about law itself or this American law
It's worth
system.
it.
Diablo guy. Okay, that works. Um, I go with G. But like I said, it's possible they could do you could sue them. It's just, I mean, it's also the that,
Oh my god, stop it on.
but well, it's a problem with this whole thing about suing them. Um, but mainly evidence. You know, even though that you actually decide to telling your parents that you want to sue the owner and the whole
Okay.
business for for wrongly accused being stealing and all that. And I mean, even you told to be informing that there are cameras, but they had not been worked. But even if the cameras do fact worked, the owner could have just quickly erased those
I'm gonna go
tapes.
with N, the letter before O.
Hmm. No G's. Okay.
That's
I
his
will go
own
with.
fourth Rodriguez.
I go with E, the one before F. Um. Well, I mean, Valis, you probably could sue them, but without any actual evidence, like security camera recordings, and it's also that, as you said, that the former coworkers of yours, at first they were friendly, but towards the end they were like, totally against you. So I don't know if you were expecting that one of them or some of them actually want to be willing to help you to as witness, you know. But not so
I didn't even hate Diablo Nig,
so
but I like Diablo a lot more.
so basically without any actual uh recordings from the cameras and without like
Actually,
of any witness, it will only be your words against his words. So it might be difficult. So the chances for you to win this suing, uh, it might be slim. But one of the thing is that you probably should not be expecting, um, or at least be aware of. The process itself can be expensive. That depends on if you actually been if you can somehow
yes,
find a
yes, I know.
lawyer,
I'm next. I'm
if you can
thinking.
find a lawyer,
Let's see.
if you can find a lawyer that's is willing to stand up for your case. But like I said, lack of any recordings and any witness that's willing to help you, I would not be surprised if that the owner had been informing the rest of the staff that if something would happen, that they were not helping you in your case. I mean, he might have bribed them to keep silence, and even if the cameras worked, he could have those things. Well, the tapes being erased, but it just I don't know if that would have been against the law or anything. So,
I'm gonna go with T.
I mean, considering at least one thing, I know this at least one story that I heard of American, and it was this couple. This was back in the 60s, and a white woman and a black man actually in a early no way there was at least a mixed colored couple married. They lived in Virginia, but in that state it was illegal for any mixed couple to even be married. They were not even aware of that. So they went to a different state to get married. But the same night as they get home and were sleeping in their own bed, the sheriff and his deputies and other some of his men stormed in, like barged in, arrested both of them, and put them in jail for 1 year and told them to leave the state and never return. They were apparently banned from ever step their foot in their state. So they moved all the way to Washington, the capital state, where they lived. Um, hang on. Let's see. I say H. So where they lived for a number of years until one of their sons were actually hit by a car. He survived, luckily, and they missed to living in a small town. Compared to Washington, which is the capital, it's a big one. So they approached a lawyer, but the lawyer couldn't do much for them at all. But the lawyer did presented this whole idea to send him to. But wait, what was that right? Recommended the American League uh, something asked for help, and it did. They went to Supreme Court, and their case was won.
Don't
They
worry,
won the
Malachite.
case.
We're all good to go. We've got Dan hit Globe. Hey,
So
don't
what
worry. It's
happened?
gonna get better because here comes an M.
Hmm. So what happened to this couple? Well, they actually did win their case, and the
I
law
don't care. I'm getting rid of the
they
H.
were actually allowed to go
Damn it,
back
Globe.
home and all that. So, Valis, are you still working at this particular place, though? Good thing too. I mean, it sounds like that business can be corrupt.
Mm.
Can't think of what I put that H. Damn it, Globe is great, but I can't think of anything to put the H. I'm just gonna put it here for now. In the letters, I'm not really sure what to do with them right now.
My turn.
I'll think of something.
Well, I'm here, and I.
Yeah, the first Hangman I did was at an author,
Mm.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Hmm.
He wrote the books about the Raven and the Thinking Heart in the Floor, I believe. I don't know what that novel is called.
I think
Working
I.
over.
I think I know what it is, but unless unless you
I
want me to
am.
go next or whatnot,
You can probably go. I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
say
if you want to.
I'm gonna say W.
Um, but fellas, making
Yep,
that.
I knew. I knew. M- May I, Cody? The Dawn of the Dead.
I thought first it was the living of the dead, or
I thought it was.
the
I thought it was the Dam of the Dead. That's why I went with M.
It would
What?
if it were the Living of the Dead, it would have been 6 letters, not 4.
hmm.
And Dam is at
I
least
thought
4. So,
I thought it was the
and of course,
night of
we
the.
forget.
I thought it was the night of
Damn
the
it!
dead.
Damn it, Globe. Let's get rid of that W and that H. That's better.
But Valis,
Since when
making them
did you
do
become a
overtime.
since when did you become a spinning globe?
I'm spherical. If you know where that's from, I appreciate you. Anyway,
But Valis, making it that you have to work overtime without pay. I think that's actually illegal. Uh, I don't think it's worth to spend much time on that, since even if you actually get the lawyer and all involved, I mean, they might be able to get you to pay for those overtime without pay. May They might just get them that pay for. What I'm trying to say is they might be able to get that money that they owe you, but the process might take time and cost a lot. So so is this a word case word to the draw them that this to sue them all that? Uh, Probably not. And then, I mean, this is probably like a small case, and but no witness that willing to stand up to testify against the owner, and without any cameras to be recording, it will be a lost cause. I'm afraid I have to say that there's probably no idea that you can sue them, but you could. But it's might be difficult. So how you doing, Mr. Cypress Wisdom? Man, I really hate this nose. Valis, you can probably join in the stream if you want to. I mean, you can probably join in if you want to do that, unless you have something else to do.
But yeah, that's another thing with the Family Feud questions in Discord. Um, the the super rounds are 10 instead of 5 because that would
Hmm.
actually be quite the challenge. And since you went with your turn, that's kind of a bit of a test last night. That was good though.
Yeah, it was.
Hold on,
Even though
man.
I would probably would have been there much. You know, I probably would have gone to bed earlier, but you know, I was supposed to be at this meeting with my rest of my workplace around 10 a.m., but I showed up like 5 minutes late. I was not in a deep problem at all. I can't even show up to my work even as 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, and not being yelled at. I mean, technically, this isn't like an actual work, even though I get paid, but I get paid what? It would like be if I convert from my currency to dollar. Ooh, give a second. It's let's see, USD. That'd be $4.60, and for a whole month, I think it's at least a few hundred.
Oh,
But that's I think I think it's a total for a whole month, considering that would be that can be right. I think it's close to as I don't know $29 give or take. But for me, is my currency that will be like 300. So yeah, but if I was in that case at that Valis, well, if I don't have no control of my anger, or at least know what happened to him, I'd be like, you know what? I hope your business will run out soon. I mean, I could just have been. I mean, if I told my friends, neighbors, and all those, everyone I know of about all this case, telling them the truth that was happened to me, just telling them, if you want to work at this place, don't. I mean, what happened to me,
hmm.
it will likely happen to you. And I mean, even though I'm really curious, though, Valis, you were the only high school student there, and there are in fact a few high schoolers there, college students that work this place. I'm surprised that none of those had even been affected as much as you have. I mean, unless that they also have been working there since they were in high school and ended up not being affected much the same way. Considering that, business. If this would have been a natural white brand like Walmart, yeah, it probably would have been shocking. And even this one thing, I saw this on YouTube about a week ago. This couple went to Disneyland in Florida for a vacation. They when they visit when they visit one of those restaurants in that area, they asked the waiter multiple times, multiple times to see if any of the dishes have any dairy, like milk products or any nuts, because his wife was severely allergic to both milk products and nuts. The staff told them
Wow, that's
multiple times. They told them multiple
anyway.
times back that there were no any food or any of the dishes that had any of this.
O is an interesting one to start with.
Um. So what happened?
Uh,
Well,
L.
so they had the food. They walked around, but sometime later that day, the wife started feeling ill and she collapsed. She was rushed to the hospital. Turned out she had a case of severe allergy, but she died. She died. The thing is, she was a well known doctor apparently. And this wasn't like years ago. This was actually recent. This particular year. This summer. And the messed up part in all this is that this couple, or the husband, yeah, and get this, it makes even worse. A lot worse. The husband, who had just lost his wife, tried to sue Disneyland for at least $15,000 for all this. But get this, Disney told them that he can't sue them. He can't sue them because he signed up for Disney Plus free trial use a few years ago, and apparently that is in a fine print, makes it impossible for anyone, for suing them. I was like, what the? I mean, can you believe it? Huh? So, I mean, that small thing made it impossible for Disney or for this husband who just lost his wife to the negligence of the restaurant in the Disneyland's branch, all that. Seriously. And he only wanted 50,000 compensation. Whose turn is it?
Yours.
I go with A. So
I thought
yeah,
this was
but
Heyman. I thought this was Heyman, not dramatic suing Disney stories hour.
I mean, I know. I mean, it's just where how. I mean,
By the way, Malachite, I
husband
said L.
and I said for
Hey there,
valid.
Yeah,
Devin. How you
yeah.
doing? Doing good?
I mean,
Okay,
I
wild
understand how
mouth.
the
I was right in my ear.
though. I mean, understandable, Malachite. I mean, because
And
you will tell.
by the way,
Times
and
used up.
by the way, that's one strike. There are no L's.
There's no way in hell that there's no L's in there. Whatever. I also never changed this.
But
Let's get that one back there.
um, but yeah, Ballas, it was the craziest. The man could not sue them because of that. He had signed up for Disney's free trial of Disney Plus. I was what the? I mean, apparently that was in a small in the fine print. When I was told this to Fi Goddess, my girlfriend, she was like, Excuse my French, but that's bullshit. I mean, they also signed up for
And the understatement
Disney
of the
Plus,
year goes to
Uh,
and including my family also signed up for that. So, and it's just crazy. And sometimes in the 80s, there were free daycares in Florida that actually painted Disney characters like Donald, Goofy, Mickey Mouse on the walls to give this more happier, funnier impression to the children. Well, Disney found out about it somehow. But this was way before internet was even a thing, so no social media didn't exist. But Disney found out about it, and they had given them two options: either either be sued, a lawsuit, which or painting them all over, which I don't know if those daycares was privately owned or publicly owned. I mean, I don't think they would even want to take the risk of being in a lawsuit. I mean, after all, Disney World or Disneyland is a big, big corporate.
sorry,
So,
did you just say? Did you say a?
yeah, I said A. But what happened later? Um, Universal Pictures actually reached out. Two of those daycares did painted the walls white, but Universal Pictures reached out to at least one of the daycares and gave them a really surprising offer. They offered them to paint over the characters of Disney's characters with their own characters instead. And the daycare actually, surprisingly enough, took the offer, and the children who actually saw this afterwards, they loved it. I was like, whoa, really? At least though that Disney can't do anything about it, but okay. I heard even from Five Goddess about the uh, that supposed rumor, if this is even real, that when Walt Disney died, he had his head severed from his body and been put in storage, like in like a cryonetically stored, like frozen. I was like, whoa, 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 back up. Really? That happened? I mean, like I said, there's a rumor, and if that's real or not, who knows? Kind of remind me of one episode from iCarly when the gang went to this amusement park where Freddy and Sam trying to find his supposed head, and they actually find it. So yeah, but Disney is a really supposed to be the magical place on earth, but also can be a I don't know,
Mm.
surprising enough.
But the last time you, but the last time you told us the story, but didn't you say last time you told us the story that, that even though they had told them that, I thought you said last time when they ordered the, when they asked about the food, they said yes, but they went ahead and ate it anyway. This couple.
What?
I thought the last time you told us the story with the couple at Disney, I thought you said that they were told that the food did, and they ate some.
No,
They
no, no. What I'm meaning is that they asked the staff if the food had any milk or dairy or nuts in it multiple times, just to be confirmed. Since his wife has a severe allergies to both of those, and staff told him there were no such of this in their food, so they eat
so
it.
so that means so that could probably mean one other thing. The wife had was allergic to something else, and she died from that, and not the food.
I mean, it's true, but it turned out it were defective food, the whole thing that caused the whole problem. And it turned out that the food actually contained either milk products or even nuts in it. Despite the husband or the wife told
Okay,
staff at the restaurant a few times, or at least multiple times, to ask confirmed if any of the food that he had ordered
okay,
had
then
any of
that's
those ingredients.
okay. Then that leads to then that could lead then that could mean one other thing. Either the staff when the staff told him that the food didn't, then that could have meant the food didn't have any of those products in them for some time, for many years or months. But at some point, they started adding them to the food, and the staff didn't know about it.
Yeah,
That's also a
but
possibility.
yeah, yeah, but it really turned
Also,
out that they,
Cody, it's your turn.
but um, game guy, you forget A and R now. But it turned out the couple actually did have the food, but his wife was allergic. Despite asking for confirmation from the staff at the restaurant if they actually had any of those ingredients. The staff told them many times before asked back that none of those ingredients didn't exist in their food. Unless that the staff did put that ingredients inside their food on mistake or on purpose. I mean, I don't
Undoing
really doubt
duty.
that. I don't know. I don't really don't believe that they actually put that on purpose. Lord, a guy. Huh, okay. So but even though that some people have peanuts or nuts allergy, it's certain the degree of how severe they can be. As one time as my mom told me that when my brother was younger, not like that young, but he was only like early teenagers. He and all of his friends were actually playing soccer, and they were going somewhere. And she told me that one of the players had a really severe allergy of nuts, of peanuts. That not even anyone in the same room cannot open. If you're like in a bus or in a plane,
Um,
no one was even allowed to open those peanuts. The smell of the peanuts could
Cody,
trigger
it's your
his
turn.
severe.
Actually, no, it's not. Swedish, it's your turn.
Let's see. First of all,
And you
I
went with
say,
D, and I would recommend you say you put your name as Road L, since there are no L's, and you were separating the letters that were in and were not in it.
There's a reason. I'm keeping it like this. There's a reason I'm doing it. Relax.
um, my turn.
Yep.
I say K, letter K. But it's understandable from at least what my mom told me that this young boy or this friend of my brother at the time, if anyone had opened a small bag of peanuts in the plane, but if he was there, he would have died. Just the smell in the air could trigger his that severity. In some cases, that you only get some rash, maybe a little bit of hard to breathe, but some in a worst case where those worst cases of severe allergy, only that even just the smell can cause a severe reaction and even potentially death. And as this for the case for the husband and his wife, I only learned that he or that she had these severe cases, but how severe it was not like mentioned. And even though they had left the restaurant, and even though that they confirmed to ask for if any of the dishes that they had contained that. I mean, it's a very possible that the waiters did actually inform the kitchen about these dishes and also can
Swedish.
even what?
How long is the stream going to be?
About 2 hours. Why?
Nah, it works for me. No, no. Apparently, my
Your
mom's gonna get me
your
in a
turn,
half hour.
Cody.
So,
Oh yeah, but I mean,
so
as you can see, the
that's
Malachite, it's I mean, unless the staff told the waiter told the kitchen about this, even in the kitchen disregard that or not even pay attention to it. And even though, fact, some cases of having a severe allergy for milk products or even nuts, it sometimes it can build up quickly. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the body to react to that certain allergy, that food items or the food that they had consumed. And well, it's just
I'm going with
I don't know for a
I'm
fact.
going with
I
C.
don't, I don't know for a fact how long after they had their food or their lunch, how how much soon afterwards, but it happened to the trigger in. It didn't say much precise though, but after she had those and after she collapsed, she was taken to the hospital. But despite how much they tried to save her, apparently it was way too far how this severe reaction been taken. I mean, it also depends on how far the nearest hospital is to the Disney World or Disneyland. If it's only like less than a few miles, if it's like less than a mile away, maybe that they could have saved her, but it was too late. And even the husband wanted to sue Disney, and is for just get the $50,000 for the return in the compensation.
I don't have time.
It didn't work because despite that he was signed up for, um, you know, for that.
Swedish. It's your turn, by the way. Actually, no, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
you
my
Uh,
turn. Actually, no, it's
yeah
not
you
because I said C.
yeah you forgot the K because that's what Swedish also said.
yeah.
K.
Um,
I
I
didn't
say
realize you could put
I.
K.
Oh, by the
I say
way,
I.
there's the C's.
But even when the husband was told that he can't sue them because of that he signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus some years earlier, that alone, it's just crazy. Like this complete bullshit. I mean, what if my family had done that, or if one of my family had ended up being a severe and like have a severe case like that, and
Yes. Okay.
we wanted to sue them for
Now
that, and that
it's
they told us, nope, you can't because of that happening. And even Disney World in Florida at one point actually were a self-government area, but not anymore. Um, it's just they actually lost it, or at least I believe is where the governor, DeSantis from Florida, did this or something. And I also saw this on Google. What would happen if Disney left Florida? Well, it was that the employment rate would rise from 3% to 5.4%. And according to Disney Commission study, it said that the company left a 40.3 billion economic impact on Florida the year before in 2022. I mean, it's just crazy if you're just looking at it. The husband had just lost his wife, and he just wanted to have some compensation because of how that the staff at that particular restaurant what it did, despite asking multiple times for if they had any of those particular ingredients. I mean, if you, what if, I mean, what if Game Guy had where if he went there and one of his sisters or even his mom or anyone in his family had some form of reaction on the same thing, even though they not even end up dying, but just having a severe case. And they want to ask Disney for compensation for what happened, and they later find out they can't do it because they have signed up for Disney Plus. I mean, that's bullshit. Literally bullshit. But I really hope that is will change eventually. Otherwise, many people probably won't even go there anymore. They're supposed to be the happiest place on earth, but nope, I don't think so. Who turns is it?
It would be Game Guys, and he needs to put T somewhere in the name.
Man.
It's out right now. All right, hold on a second.
So, any ideas or
Damn T
or
there.
what
I
kind of
don't
stream we'll
fucking
do
care.
tomorrow?
I can't think about that right now. I'm going. Actually, I just realized I can't do D. Because D's already there. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but Disney is, despite what happened. I mean, the man who lost his wife and he can't even sue them because that he signed up for Disney Plus free trial a few years ago earlier. I mean, that alone made it impossible for him to sue them because that
Well,
even that happened, even the fact that they asked for the staff at the restaurant that he if any of the that had
I'm
any
gonna go
input
with
agreed.
R.
R
Ours
is over
also.
there.
Oh, right. Yeah, because it's in Lord. Fuck.
Lol.
Listen, I am stressed to the nth degree right now. I can't worry about this. E. I'm going with E.
Hmm.
Let's
I mean,
go with
can you
Lord
even
of 60. It's not a name. It's not a word, but it is now.
I feel sad for the man who lost his wife for this. Despite, but they tried them on many times asking if any of the food they contain those ingredients, and they're being confirmed many times.
I mean, if their Disney
Yeah,
Plus, I mean, if their Disney Plus thing was buggy and laggy and not worth it for him, he wanted his money back. But he
yeah.
said
I
no,
mean,
he could have sued them for that. But but that's an entirely different matter.
exactly. I mean, what in a world where doesn't even matter if you have signed up for free trial or even if it was even signed up for Disney Plus alone, and that is alone itself is the only thing that makes you prevent for even suing Disney for something that happened to your family. I mean, what if that? I mean, what if there was a kid who ended up being having a severe case of allergic and is like gone. I mean, they can't bring back the kid, and suddenly that the families want to sue them, but no, they're unable to do so. Think about it. It's just no. That would be weird. I mean, oh, uh, okay. Play Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii. That's cool. Um, but like I said, it just you know,
Mm.
I
It's your
mean,
turn, Trish.
I say you. I mean, can you even imagine? I can't even imagine how this husband what he went through after he lost his wife. Especially, she's a doctor. And if that the Disney had to try to put the blame on her or anything, saying that she was, even if she's a doctor, she should have known about those danger. But even though they asked the staff at the restaurant many times, asking for confirming if any of the food they had there had any of the nuts or even milk products or ingredients. I mean, if you know it, many things do in fact contain milk as a products or any like ingredients. But many products can actually do have. It's like make bread. I mean, if you're making bread, you can even don't have to use milk or anything. You can actually just use water in it as a replacement. Sure, but I mean, I understand that the husband is furious that he's just lost his wife and that he can't sue Disney because even though they actually had okay, even if there were several people at the restaurant at the same time, and if this particular people actually have been interviewed by Disney or other maybe about the police or anything, just so we get some more statements if they could somehow track down so the people confirming that the staff was asked about this couple if any of the food dishes they had contained any of those particular ingredients. And if the witness could just confirming they did ask about it. But as many locations that maybe if it is coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney had tracked down those customers and asking them to sign some document like no non-disclosure agreement, meaning that they weren't being unable to telling anyone, not even that they couldn't even telling the by the police or anything, which is a very crucial information if they could prove actually that. So it's just how one of the weirdest things it is. I mean, if this happened,
Whose turn is it right now?
I
Whose
Yours.
say
is it?
you,
I don't even know.
yours apparently.
Can't say you because it's not my turn. Or it's not your turn. I don't fucking know whose turn it is.
Could say P.
Wow, that's how it's a mess.
Yeah, P is there. It's in productions. I don't really know what that is. I don't know if there's any more other ends. Don't worry. I'm gonna say N,
Yeah, I
and I'm
mean,
about to become Lord of Siktapon.
huh, that's a fun name. But yeah, Disney really what happened to the husband after he lost his wife. The feeling of just by hearing the story and even reading about it is it's undescribable. It's sad to hearing that. But I don't think that itself alone would even affect much of the Disney's tourism. I mean, I don't even know. If the husband had even signed up for Disney Plus, he more likely would have been able to sue them. But having signed up for a free trial for Disney Plus, it's you know, it's just insane. That itself, just that small thing, is the only one that's prevent him from even just suing them. That's just crazy. Well, anyways, code is at P. He's at N. I say H. Oh, I just noticed one thing in Windows, the video editor 1990s profiler, one of those symbols. Oh man, especially in the middle of the circle there, those uh the Windows symbol, the first on the top to the left. It takes me back. That I think is Windows 98 or 95 symbol. Oh man, that is just very nostalgic. Really nostalgic. Back from the 90s. Oh,
There's no G, so
So
that's
you
a
said
strike.
H, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he said H, then Cody said G, and that's a strike.
Um, what kind of stream will we do tomorrow?
Mm,
Presuming that you won't be able to be there though, much in the beginning, Malachi. I mean, I know
I
that you're
know there's
probably
two H's. Let's just let me have it.
um, and Cody won't be there since he is going
well,
to
Well, be a
I know, I normally could be there on Fridays. It's Saturdays you have to worry about.
yeah. I mean,
Hungary.
understandable if you know unable. Cody might be there since he's having a bowling tournament on Sunday. Mario Galaxy 2 stream.
Mario's 2, huh? Well, I will be at mom's, and I do have Galaxy 2. Problem
I
is, I've already
mean,
beat the game.
hmm.
Unless you
I
want,
mean,
unless I can finally show you guys the 1 HP challenge I've been talking about a few times. Go through that hell
It would
again.
it would sure it would sure be good to see
Good
Bone Fin
times.
again.
That's not the one with Go. That's not the one with Bolton Finn. That's one you're talking about. Oh, the difference
hmm,
is, unlike Roy, I'm actually gonna know what I'm doing.
true. And even if Windows the video editor asked me to do those Mario games, problem I don't have any Mario games. In fact, I never played any Mario in my whole life. Shocking, isn't it? 34 years almost, and I never played any Mario games. It's not like I against the games or anything. It's just I had never actually asked for any games even growing up. I did play Donkey Kong once though. It was okay. I wish I could if I had Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2, and I could have played that on the TV or at least on an actual stream. That would be cool. I do have one game on the computer called Pocket Tanks. I was considered doing that in actual stream. The problem is I can't minimize the game so the whole screen will be covered. So I won't be able to little showing anything. I mean,
I guess. Oh,
that's a bummer. That is a bit of bummer. But I wish I could have done that. It's a fun game.
I was going to ask. I was thinking of doing the challenge I mentioned, the 1 HP one, where I do the
Yeah,
Galaxy again, except I wasn't not allowed to go past 1 HP because I did that a long time ago on my own time, and it made me want to throw myself out the window. So I will gladly
yeah. I
go
mean,
through that all again, though.
yeah. I mean, you could probably do that, or maybe play one of the other Mario games that you haven't played yet. I mean,
I
for the
know
most Mario games,
it's gonna be the same game, except you're gonna see a side of me you never see. That angry side that makes people
the
want.
only oh, okay. How about this? You remember that game you did play? The one has infinite levels.
Just
That would be Mario Maker.
Yeah, and you remember that level that the French guy told you? Yeah, the first level that he gave you, you literally died over and over.
Over and over. It was ridiculous. Like what? the world.
Yeah, but that stream is still there, and you're gonna have to see that, and it's just, it's just hilarious.
Hey, it's
Oh no!
Luigi. Look at that.
Wow, Luigi.
Yeah, I got a
Hmm.
new level. I couldn't make it. It's so impossible to do it. I tried it. It's so hard. Like this level, Luigi's Bubble Coin Chaos.
Which level are you speaking of? I can help you because I've gone through this game so many times.
Like Mario Squares Galaxy. Mario Squares Galaxy.
Are we talking the purple coin mission?
Yes.
Oh god, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Opened.
Yeah, basically you go through the whole thing and there's like cosmic clones that follow you around, and if they hit you, they knock you back like 1,000,000 feet. It's terrible. Try going through this with only 1 HP.
I
It
tried
makes
so many
you want
times.
to throw yourself out a window.
It's
Because I
Big
did this for
Guy's
both
turn.
Falcon games. Sorry, I
Come on.
got a little nostalgic with Galaxy. Leave me out of this. Alright, now what the hell kind of letter am I going to go with? I don't really have many. Get
P?
rid of N because P. Already said P.
P is taken.
PSA?
Wait, E's already taken too. So.
PSX?
PSA.
Oh my. Ah!
Oh no, I'm dead. What Luigi didn't deserve this. Anyway, just because it's not me doesn't mean I can't do the real thoughts. Anyway, let's see here. Oh,
No.
retro. Well, no, it can't be retro because there's no R. Oh,
Q?
duh. B.
My
Wait, actually,
answer
no.
could be-
M. I'm going with M.
I go with Q. Actually, Q. Go 49.
Yep, that's Thrash and Trash Productions and Metro Boston Trash Trucks. And I know no one said it, but I'm gonna put Z here. Ah, yes. Who could forget? Lord Gah! Sick the bud!
I
Who
tried
could
again.
forget?
No, I'm Luigi. I'm dead.
You know,
This is
especially
impossible.
when you're playing Mario
What was I
randomized
with this anyway? What did it say,
I
British?
can go next. I mean, every the time when you play the Mario randomizer, it's kind of sad you can only be Mario. It would have been fun if you can actually be in, I don't know, Peach, Luigi, and still has the same ability to change their colors.
You want to know? You want to know
Hang on,
the
hang
fun?
on.
You want to know a fun fact?
Jeez.
Luigi was going to be in Mario 64, but they couldn't get him to work because the N64 kind of sucks. So
I got a game over. That's
it happens to the best. It happens to the best of us, buddy. Happens to the best of us.
Yep.
And
I got 3 more.
Game
I got 3 more.
For the record, those two
Couldn't see.
YouTubers, they film
You know,
trash truck.
where you go? This one
Thrash
is-
and Trash Productions.
I got
Oh,
here.
bye, Malkite. Oh, hi, Malkite. Oh, bye, Malkite.
He's still there in the backstage.
Brightness. I could change for brightness so you can see
Usually,
better.
I just put the
Whoops.
put the computer in front of the TV.
Like that.
That's
just
better.
what I do. It is a little better, yeah. It's weird seeing the game and me not being the one playing it.
Oh.
I'm not.
Just have been asking. You sound you
This
sound
is
like you have
weird.
a
Out of body
British
experience.
accent.
I gotta quick.
There you go.
Expect that. I gotta get a comment medal. It's a Luigi.
When this editor, do you have a British accent by any chance? If I'm mistaken, it sound like it.
No, I'm from
It shows up.
Scotland. Scotland.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure
Lord of
exactly.
Sickness, is that you? Oh,
I-
Sickness. Hey, remember that time I did this galaxy and died a million times to that
focus.
green star? Good time.
Monica,
Focus. Okay, I gotta make it like that. I gotta get a
sorry to
comment.
interrupting you.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm having an actual good time with this guy over here. I'm sorry.
That
I mean, I
that's
could
okay.
put you back in the stream, Monica, if you want to.
Besides, it wasn't even me.
Come on. No, don't fall, please. Don't fall, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've been doing it. Jesus.
You know how it goes, Malkite. When you watch someone play a game and for some reason
No.
it begins the backseat gaming.
Yeah.
Good time. I remember when I did that.
Is it focusing properly?
Brings me back. I'm getting all nostalgic. A tear runs down my.
You want to still do some more,
Stop
Hangman?
bumping. Come on, wait. How's a Luigi flips one?
Is Malkite gonna come back in or what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I
said
could
it
put him
first.
back, but he probably will leave again, so I'll take a risk for that.
I'm content just kind of watching this go on.
Yes.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
So that did the data there.
Reach.
How many stars do you have anyway?
117. And I just
Nice.
fall off.
What?
Too
bad.
Why you jump?
Well, we have like 242 stars because of the clean stars. Stupid clean stars. I hate it.
The less said about the one in Flipside Galaxy, the better.
Website?
Or,
Like
or
what
the,
road is it on?
well, 4. It's not Flipside. I'm thinking Super Mario. That's the whatever it is.
Oh my, okay. Hey.
What? Too bad.
Too bad.
That just bounded you off the edge and just I don't even know what that was. I've never seen it do that before.
I got wait, I gotta get the story bits. Come on, Luigi.
I can't do it. I gotta get going. Oh, that's bad. There it goes.
Oh, you guys are so funny.
We have fun around here.
Stay on control. More like under control.
Yes. Oh, that's such a great fun. It'll help me a lot. Like, well. This is what we do. What I do.
Okay.
About the Luigi. I about the Luigi voice and just say whatever. It's so good.
Huh? Maybe next time you can
I'm
probably do
Luigi.
Peach.
I'm no.
Peach is incredible in this.
No. Nah.
Too bad.
Winged and a miss.
This is the worst game of golf I've ever seen.
Wait, what? Wait, what? It's a Ouija. You see a Ouija? Look. I'm gonna have a waste with him. Where's
Everyone has
Ouija?
a ways with Luigi.
Ouija. Ouija.
Linguini.
Ouija. Ouija. Guigi. Spaghetti Ouija.
Rise of the Princess is invited over for a picnic, eh, Luigi?
Now we're gonna have some
Or glitchy.
spaghetti.
Luigi, look! It's from the princess. It's from Bowser. Dear pesky blowers.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, too bad. Oh, okay, I'm on 1 life now. Boy, what
Beautiful.
am I gonna?
Hey, Malachi, remember that time when Roy did this and died a million times?
Yeah, I've died of it a million times
Good
in like
times.
this. If I want to get seal lives, I might check website Galaxy.
Wait, no, you can't because there's no green stars yet, right? You haven't beaten Bowser, so
But I beat
you get it
Bowser.
after beating the game. 100%, I
It
mean.
will be another 2 bad soon, anyways.
Need 3 more stars to do that, I believe.
DreamWorks, but you mean like a comedy? Come on, get in sideways. Reach.
But it's bought
Are
me,
you-
buddy, been thrown it anyway!
Oh, yep.
Told you. Oh, look.
Oh, that's... Luigi has to do a little dance before going on top of that ball.
You're there. He has to make sure he doesn't have any headaches.
Headaches. Stay under control. I don't care, Toad.
You know how much it hurts whenever you roll on this thing, whenever you go on those rannings?
Sometimes I may wonder if Luigi is a granny instead.
Please. Luigi.
Back in my day!
Reason why Luigi is my favorite character because he's green, just like my favorite color.
Hey, what about the Mario? Not even
I suppose
fair.
you made
Molly,
They should
you're
have
my
voted me a Mario
favorite
character
too,
blue.
but wait. Oh my god. Where good? Huh?
Ah!
I wonder
It's
if
a good
they
thing
actually
that just
made
so happened to
character
ban me
like
here.
Mario, but
Come on.
Oh!
Why didn't you jump?
Yeah, I didn't jump. I just
Because-
slipped. I just
Because
slipped.
for some
Okay.
reason, I'm pretty sure shaking the remote is jump when you're on the ball.
Like this.
Or it might be A, I forget.
I'm shaking.
It's really,
I'm
either
shaking
way, it's
like
really
one of them.
stupid.
Come on. Reach.
Actually, you can confirm. Is it A or is it shake? Windows.
It's A. It's A.
Alright. I thought
Okay.
it was shake for some reason.
No, I missed the cover coin. No, I'm
Oh.
gonna die, folks. I'm not gonna. No,
They
no.
need that. Otherwise, they can't get the prankster comment.
Wait, ooh. Oh, reach.
You have to die anyway. You have to get the thing.
Well,
I mean, I guess you're practicing. You're practicing. That's what you're doing right now.
He's practicing
know.
rolling on. The only thing he's practicing is rolling on the edge.
well, I'm trying to. Look.
Goodbye.
You see this? You see this? I can
It's like
slip.
roll. It feels like you should be able to roll so quickly that he just kind of just glides across, but you can't. It's really weird. Hold on, I gotta do my dance.
Like, look at that ghost Luigi.
I bet I can.
Like, is he in heaven? The background looks heaven.
Is that me? Am I in purgatory? Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! I gotta kill
I don't
myself.
want to think about it.
Go go go!
You know,
You just have fun
if I
out
were to say the only one character of like Mario games I prefer to be perfect as a devil, that would
Well,
be
I gotta jump.
Bowser.
Oh yeah, I forgot to jump. Forgot.
I mean, if
Forgot.
only he's a fire turtle, you know.
No, 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 no. There's no way I can do this. I am powerful. I was fought and stomp on. Um, jump. Come on. Oh my.
One too many toe jumpers.
Jump. I'm not a jumper. Like jumper for like a geometry dash logo. I hate this level so
I think
much.
So we've been towed.
I think it even
Toadies.
I think even Toad
Toad.
probably would even be better in this game.
Why is it toad as a mushroom instead of a? Oh my. Ah!
Whoops!
Every single
What
time.
What was
a
that?
blower!
For up. For up. For bump. For. I don't even know
I've
what
heard of being blown away, but that was ridiculous.
What a
like
blower!
I gotta show for waffles. It's my worst nightmare. Like I'm gonna show you how. Like I gotta find a waffle.
Don't worry,
Like
I've beaten
that's
this. I've beaten this game way too many times, so
yeah. Like
I'm
how
ready
many
for this.
times? You can hear the
Let's
game.
see. I have
Hear it.
every Mario game you can imagine. I've beaten this probably, I don't know, 5, 6 times.
Six.
Also,
Hang
Swedish.
on.
In the server, did you see what I said to you afterwards? Like after you left?
Wait. Give me a sec.
Hang on.
I do love this music. The music is awesome.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Oh, you hear it now?
What's up?
Uh,
You hear it now?
Oh, I can hear it all right, and I love it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about this to end the stream here, anyways. I passed the 2 hour mark.
mm,
Yeah, that galaxy.
Flips.
That's the galaxy I was
Oh,
mentioning with the Great Star.
Web
That's
Sour.
super stupid.
hey
Yeah, that's what
Cody,
with the stupid
good luck in your
thing.
bowling tournament.
I'm gonna play
Cody.
like. Oh, okay. Stupid Wii remote.
It doesn't know how the alphabet works. It doesn't know how to press A. I always knew.
Alphabet. A B C D E F. Gun.
Yeah, yep, that's the word. That's the letter that comes after F. Gun.
Yeah. You just music.
Oh, Malachi, do you remember the food level? Cause I do. Good times.
Oh, I
You just
missed.
music.
Oh, I missed the don't. I missed Saturn's donut rings.
Anyway, still can't get over there.
The egg.
Game guy, would you have a bit of time to do your turn on the 10 questions?
I don't think so. When is Mom getting here, actually? Hold on a second. Give me one moment. Mom is gonna get me around 6:15, so maybe not. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe afterwards.
Yeah, once I get back home, I will be able to do it.
Wait, did you have a Wii?
I don't don't just have a Wii. I have a Switch. I have a Wii U. I have a N64. Every Nintendo console you can imagine, except for the Game Boy.
I also have a Wii and a PlayStation 1.
Oh,
But this
oh no.
recent-
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Whew. That's good. I got one. And I forgot to turn.
I
What
should probably
was
end
that?
here. So
yeah.
Alright.
yeah. So well, that's pretty fun, everyone. As always.
No.
Whoops.
Certainly.
Too bad. So and we will see what type of stream will be tomorrow. Hopefully another crazy Mario game. Who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe I'll pull up our.
Until
Who
then,
knows?
yeah, pretty much. Until then, it's always been fun though.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
this is Switch Diablo signing off. Bye.
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 Ta-ta.
Goodbye.
And if you see a shooting star, make a wish.